Yo, everybody. I know I haven't been chatting on this thing for a really, really long time, but hey, I'm really getting annoyed with people who keep on going on to the comments and, well, not my comments, the comments for the game and saying, oh, it's got too many ads, it's got too many ads. Ooh. Right, this game only has ads if you, you actually want an ad. So say for instance, if you want to do all the buffs, you watch an ad. You want to get more diamonds, you watch an ad. You want to get more keys for the cave, you watch an ad. You want to get more keys for the dungeons, you watch an ad. You want to get a pearl from the otter, you watch an ad. You want to get more money from the golden trees, you watch an ad. You want to get more wood from the bear? Well, if you meet the bear in the woods, well, you can get him to do something else. But guess what? You watch an ad. But look at this, right? I'm going to show you again today. And my videos over the last couple of days, it seems like I do one every other day or something. So, so that way, we can see how much progress we've had in some sort of thing. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so we're going to do 30 minutes. Because that's how much the costume is. And I've been starting to do this. So that way I can get one at the start. And one at the finish. So 30 minutes-ish to do things. And also as well, if you want more ads. So if I wanted more ads, more diamonds, now I could watch an advert there. But watch this. I'll do it with actually no adverts whatsoever. No adverts, and hey, and also thank you very much to everybody who is actually watching my video and then comment going, great game. Yes, it is a great game. You just gotta try and keep yourself motivated by doing something that you want to do all the time. Like for instance, if you get all the research done, you don't have to get keys from the adverts. You can just get keys, if you're lucky, from the mines themselves. If you've done all the research to get the keys. If you've done all the research to get the keys, then there's a chance you get more keys. Now, what you do then, is you just do the freebies, and then leave it for a couple of days or so. And then, if you're lucky, you'll get more keys. And then you can have a great day. Like I was on about 5, and I haven't watched any adverts for a while. I mean, if you want to get more gems and more buffs and whatever else to help you out, yes, you watch adverts. But if you're one of these people who complains, oh, there's too many ads. Yeah, there's ads, but you're clicking on something to watch an ad. And if you really don't want any ads, right, there is this thing called paying for no ads. Alright, friends, watch this. If you click on this, well, there is one somewhere, but somewhere where you can click on it. Like for instance, not too sure where, but there's a button somewhere, and it will get you done. You won't have to pay for another ad ever again, or watch for another ad. But yeah, guess what? You'll still have ads that you have watched. So, please stop putting like bad comments into the game store app reviews. The only ads on this game are the ones that you click. Like, we're going to play for half an hour, and we're going to show you that there is no adverts whatsoever. If I want to get more stuff, obviously, more ads. But, there is no ads. No ads whatsoever. The only ads, as I say, is the ads that you have done yourself. And as I say, for the keys, what you need to do is get that one done. Grave robbing dungeon keys. And then as soon as you get that one up, there's a chance that you'll get keys in the into the mines. So yeah, just stop mowing about it, and then yeah, you'll get it. Like for instance, if I wanted more things, if I wanted to complete all the dailies, you know, I'd have to watch adverts somewhere else. But you know, I'm happy with that, because like I still got an extra 2 to do. That'll get me an extra 2 things, and the majority of the dailies then are done. You know. Also, I've started noticing the reasons why I wasn't getting as much, which it seems like I'm still getting dissed on some of them, which is annoying. But it's, if you use the freebie thing, you have to do it from the one before. It doesn't do the one that you're on now. So that's so I've been doing a different level, which is a bit annoying. But hey, but yeah, it's very, very cool. Yeah, so that's all the dailies done. Now all I have to do is just wait for a time to sort out. So now we're just going to go and murder a load of crops and murder a load of things. You know, and if you want, because someone asked for like a tour, then we can have a tour. This is the dragons. When people were saying, oh, you hit them from the top. You don't hit them from the top, you don't hit them from the bottom, you just hit them. And the quicker you kill them, depending on how much perks you got on. Like for instance, I got one that does the trees, I got one that gets you more ore, I got one that gets you more emeralds, got one that gets you more wood, got one that gets you more money, got one that gets you more speed, got one that I can ride a pet and more speed, I got one that gets you more power, I get one that gets you more speed. But you know, you still got all these to wear, and some of them work, some of them aren't great, and you know, if you save up all your gems, you can put even more on. Now, the last couple of videos and stuff, you've been seeing me spending the gems again, which is nice. So, yeah, I've been doing that. And then, yeah, it's not been too bad, but it's been great. But, yeah, I've just been, you know, going through it and playing it, so I don't have to watch any ads. But a couple of times I do really think, oh, I want more keys, want more of this. So, you know, you can get more stuff a lot more quicker. But, you know, I'm patient, you know, everybody's patient, you know. So don't be being kind of weird, but there's too many ads. Like, as you can see at the moment, I haven't actually had an advert, I haven't watched an advert myself, I haven't done anything. All I've done is just play the game, have fun, and in this case for me, make some content for you guys to watch either my progress, how the game is progressing, or just, you know, in general, just actually just watching a video just to go, oh, so relaxing, oh, that guy's awesome, oh, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, you know. And if it is saying that that guy's awesome, then I've got to say thank you again and again and again until either I become really, really famous for whatever it is, or there you go, anything. Now, the funny thing is about this game is, you know, after the first initial quest or missions or tasks, whatever you want to call it, are done, pretty much then it's up to you to see what you want to do. Now, most of the times, I usually just go round and round and round and round and round, you know, making loads of things. And I love the fact that people are still saying, yeah, well, the dragon stuff is a lot more, it gets you lots more money. Yeah, gets you a lot of money. 212, yeah? And this gets you 124, yeah? Yeah? Well, look at this, right? If I go around again, I can only, unless I've got enough stuff, I can only make this one, the caviar, really easy. Because at the moment, look, I've got enough tomato sauce and enough ice juice, I think it is, I don't know, but whatever, to keep on making and stuff. Whereas when I run out, I have to only go on to well, I have to go round and get in all the stuff and then start cooking again. Now, you might notice over the last couple of days, all I've been doing is cooking the sugar. Because without the sugar, you can't get the mixed fruit sauce. And you can't get the tomato sauce. Whereas when you want to try and cook the caviar, all you need to do is just go to that place and farm it. Now, the caviar is from the sharks, and the berries are from the berry farm, and the wheat is from the wheat farm. And that's all you need to do. Whereas, if we go on to the dragon stew, you get the dragon meat from the dragon, and then the mixed fruit juice. Firstly, you have to cook the sugar from the sugar cane farm, and then you have to then cook the mixed fruit sauce. But it's not as simple as that, because you have to get the mixed fruit, you know, the berries, the apples, whatever, and put it in. Same with the tomatoes. You have to actually get the tomatoes and then cook it. You know, so you have to cook it about like 20 million times before you can actually go, oh, it's ready. So, whereas, as I said, this, you just collect what you can basically see, and then it cooks straight away. Look, see, I can just cook it straight away. You know, whereas the dragon stew, I can't, because, you know. But it's up to you, though, how you want to do. Like, for instance, I can't get any more of that. And I got more of that. So, it's up to you how you want to work these things. But, in most cases, it is just going around and collecting certain things. Whereas on the meals, it isn't. Like, for instance, watch. I'll show you. Right. So we're gonna cook the caviar. Right. So we go to the Shark Island. One item. Yeah. Wait for the teleporter. And then we'll click on the wheat farm. And then look, it's free. Now, I know you're thinking, why did you go from 1 to 3? Well, I forgot about the trees. You know, obviously you need that for the thing. Look, see, there. And then you got your berries, yeah. So, there you go. That's the meal done. And then you just click back into the world. And then, boom, look. More meals. You know, whereas, watch this. Right, now we'll do the dragon stew. So, dragon stew, we need dragon meat. Okay, so we need to get the dragon meat. So, go up here. Dragon meat, you know, we'll get them all. And then, so that's 2 at the moment. So that's the wood and the meat. Yeah? Yeah, right, so then we got that. So then what we need is, so we can do that at the moment because we've got all the stuff. So we need the fruit juice, and as you can see, the fruit juice needs berries, and apples and sugar to make. So then we'd have to go around to the berry farm. So berries. Collect all the berries, as much as I've got at the moment. Yeah, got the berries. Then we go around to the apples. Yeah, and then we get the sugar. Yeah. And then that is the mixed fruit juice. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah. And then what we need to do is the tomato sauce. So again, we need to go across to the tomato sauce, and we need tomatoes and sugar. So we've already cut the sugar for the thing. So say for instance, we need more sugar. Lucky enough, I've got it all maxed out, so it won't take as long. But look at all the stuff that we have to do to then do it. So then we have to go up there, and then we have to cook the tomato juice. Yeah. And the good thing and the bad thing is, if I, like, say, and use all 565 sugars and 565 tomatoes on this, guess what? Then I can't make the mixed fruit juice because I've already used all the sugar on one of them. So say, for instance, if I do this, put it all in tomatoes, I can't put it all in there. So, you've just got to realise that the caviar one, it might not for selling one thing. Like for instance, I got 309 in there and 212. I got 406 and I got 124. It might get you more money, but the more hassle, that's a different story. Watch this. If I go all the way to 1 or 3 then, I get 636. If I do to 3 on here, or 4, since that's the only problem with the game, if anything, sometimes it won't let you actually get the right amount that you want to do. Like, say for instance, you want to do one thing. Like, say for instance, if I was doing this and I hadn't done it all, I'd want to do one thing. But unfortunately, I haven't done that. So it's kind of annoying. So people, make sure, like, that might not be the best meal to cook, the caviar, but it's the one that's easy, simple, and gets you enough money and whatever. So it's fine. Do whatever you need to do. So if you need to cook, like, say for instance, eggs, whatever. It's like, say for instance, if there's if for some reason another meal comes out soon, well, not like another meal, but another island comes out, and then we have to start making more stuff. Because my dude, if you want to join that server as well, he has posted a picture from something that might have been leaked, where we might get more stuff. Like, for instance, if we go to the dungeon island, there is supposedly a thing down here, like a knight with a shield doing something. I'm not too sure what. And then there's a guy here doing something, which we're not too sure what. But that guy might be the guy that's getting you to buy the bridges. So, yeah. And then there's supposedly something over here, which I'm guessing it might be, it was just like a little exclamation mark. So it might be just these telling you how you're doing. Which at the moment, mine is like this. We got King's Health 0%, King's Movement Speed 100%. It's basically anything that's added on to it, So, and then we got this, which we need another 40,000. So, not too bad. And then, yeah. So, we got 1 more minute to do, and then we get to finish the play for 20 minutes. And then we got at least another 10 minutes before we can do that. So yeah, 30 seconds, and we should get the extra quest. or not. So yeah, so we click on that one and we click on that one, and then look, there's an extra 10. And then that's all the quests you can do without watching any videos and stuff. So if you're gonna complain, say, "Oh, this is what I don't like watching adverts," don't watch adverts then. You know, it's up to you. If you want to watch adverts, that is entirely up to you. You know, you want to watch adverts, you watch adverts. You don't want to watch adverts, don't watch adverts. You know, simple. And look at this, right? See, I can kill these in no time. Yeah. So, you saying that the dragon is, you know, the one you can kill in no time. Look at this. It's taken about like 10 hits to hit, whereas this is 2 hits. You know, trashing them all in no time. So if you're at the stage where sort of I am, where you can take them down in less than 10 seconds, great. If you're not, well then, you know, dragon's not going to be the easiest part, because you're going to have to then keep on going back to the tent and then getting all your stuff done. So, you know. So, please, people, stop dissing the game. If you're playing on a mobile, guess what? You're going to get ads in certain games. But this will not give you ads unless you have pressed something to watch an ad. So, like, for instance, if I want more buffs, it will give you more ads. So this is basically a video sort of showing you what I'm doing, showing you how to do quests that don't require any adverts or anything like that. And yeah, just basically showing you my progress with the things. And I need to change my hat because the last 10 minutes, so we'll have Mario. You know, the last 10 minutes, we'll have that. And then, yeah, so last 10 minutes. So each time that you've seen me change my hat would be a new sensation. One, I was doing the quest. One, I was just doing my thing. And then 2, I finished all the quests and tasks that I can do with no ads. And yeah, we can just play for the last 10 minutes so we can get a new hat or another hat, which we might get more gems, which is kind of nice, you know. Sometimes games don't do that. They don't, well, sometimes they just give you money, which is nice, but they never give you something that you actually need in the game. Like, obviously the money in this game, you know, that's easy to get, whereas the gems, not as easy. So it's a bit annoying, really, but hey. But yeah, and look at this. I'm going round a few times because, you know, people say, "Oh, well, you need to start at this time. You need to start at this place." Blah blah blah. No, if anything, the place that you want to start is if you're like me with the damages and power and whatever. You want to get the dragons out the way first. So dragons, sharks, and the golems out of the way, because those are the ones that are still kind of giving you enough hassle, where you can't hit them in one go. Whereas everybody else is doing it in one go, or if my farming thing, auto-produce chance, is kicking in overtime, well then everybody is dying in no time. And then I'm getting free labour, which is nice. So that way no one can get all the stuff. That way I'm just getting it all myself straight away. So every time you press your magnet button, when you've done your research and stuff to get your magnet, guess what? Watch this. I can get it all. And look at that. Did you see that? The berries killed themselves. or farm harvest themselves. You know. So, and the more you put that up, with the person who's running that farm, or the more you put into it with all your dragon castle place, or you can put it in with the research. You know, the more you do, the less you'll have to do. So then you can just stand every 60 seconds if all goes well, because there is a slight chance that that item that you've been farming will become a, well, you'll have to go and hit it again before anything, which would be annoying, but it's kind of cool. And if you get to the place where you get to certain perks, well, you can get everything that you need pretty much every time. Like, look at this. You know, I can turn the trees into rocks, so I can get more ore. So I don't really need to watch the adverts to get the mining. However, that gets you 3,000 straight away, whereas this gets you, like, I don't know, maybe 100. But that's 100 without having to watch any adverts and stuff. So, you know. And if I can make 2,000, then I can get another one. So, you know, it's great. Look, see, you start with the bigger ones, because then everything then will only be one hit. So you get the dragons out the way, and then everything should be just one hit, depending on, you know, your power. Like, first, when you started in the golems, they were about 16 hits. When you started it in the sharks, they were about 10 hits. You know. And then when you've got everything done, you can basically just go through in no time whatsoever. Which is very, very nice. So, you know, and as you can see, still haven't watched an ad yet, and it's almost become almost 30 minutes. We've got 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left nearly, and we haven't watched a single ad yet. Not a single one. The only ad that we've watched is you watching me advertising this game. You know, promoting it to, you know, the stage where, you know, where we want to go, that's a good game. I would like to buy that. And then you go to the store and go, oh, it's free. Wow. Now, if you want to help out with the people who are making the game, which by the sounds of it, it's only one person, then you can buy stuff. Like, for instance, I'm helping out the game because I haven't really got that much money to spend on fun stuff as much anymore. Basically, I'm just trying to hype up the game as much as possible. Now, it's a cool game because it's nice and cozy. So if you like farming games, you know, this is perfect for you. This is like one of the best farming games, you know, since Minecraft. You know, Minecraft's obviously the best farming game. You know, obviously everybody goes, no, Minecraft's not the best farming game. Such and such is the best farming game. Nah, Minecraft. That's the reasons why I haven't really been playing Minecraft recently, because I'm trying to see if I can play it on a different game rather than Minecraft all the time. But eventually I'll have to go back on it again, which would be great, because you can actually farm and do whatever you want and be safe and, you know, build whatever you want, like, in no time whatsoever. Now, if you don't like the nighttime and stuff, obviously, you know, that's going to be the downside to it. But this has taken that killing bit out. Yeah, there is no deaths by you. The closest thing to you dying is if you go into the dungeons, or if you go on to the castle. Other than that, there is no death by you. The closest is when you run out of stamina or health. That is the closest thing, but you don't actually die. It prompts you to go and heal. So then you can go back round and kill all the things that you wanted to do. Now, all we're waiting for now is just a red little circle to be above that chest, like say for instance now. So we'll finish off this run, and then we'll go and see what new prize we got. Now, obviously, there's loads of things in the making for this game. I'm not too sure if it's on PC or anything like that, but as far as we know, it's on mobile. It is a free game to pick up. If you want to help with more stuff, then you can by purchasing like more keys, more ads, whatever you want to do. Until then, look at that. That's been 30 minutes or more, because we're still going, without watching any ads. No ads whatsoever. See, look at that. No ads. So then we click on this, and we get a pickaxe prince. We go and click on him, do that, and then, because the good thing about the hats is you can actually make it so you different bits. So you can wear the mining hat to go mining. You can wear the ninja hat to go in dungeons. It's entirely up to you. And then look, we got 120 because we killed those. Yeah. And then we got 113. Those, and then what you can just basically do then is just go through, like here it is. If I want to make this one, I can't make this one unless I have the fruit juice. So then, look at that, I got no fruit juice now. So unless I get, so watch, I'll go and kill some dragons now. Kill some dragons, yeah. Look. Now, what are you thinking? Alright, yeah, but you should be able to make it straight away. But I won't be able to because I need to make the mixed fruit juice. And then because I need to make the mixed juice, look, see, can't make it because I need the mixed fruit juice. So then I would have to go into here, and then I would have to put a certain amount down, and then there you go. So soon I'll be able to make that. Whereas if I do this, look, done already. I don't have to do any cooking for the caviar. That's the one thing that people are missing. You don't have to do any cooking. You can just put it all in. Like for instance, with these, you need the juice, the juices. If you don't do it without the juices, well, you can't make it. So it's kind of annoying, but hey. So if I do that, then I can't make anything else. Bitch, I'm going to just do this. Make 100. 100 of those. And then I'm going to make 100 more. Or 101 then. That's what I mean with that. That's the only that's kind of annoying, but it's not bad. Now, when these are all done, then I can make different foods and whatever. But until then, like for instance, because I've used all the sugar to make all the stuff, I can't make these. And like, watch this. If I use that again, look at this. I can then, look, I've done another thing. I can make one, because one of the mixed fruit juices is ready. But yeah, that's only one. And then, look, we got 20 dragon meat, but we can't make anything else because we need to wait for the mixed fruit juice. But watch this. Look, we can make more caviar stuff, and we can just go back around and kill all the sharks again. And get more things. So you only need what it says for the recipe. So then I can do that and do that straight away. And look, if I go onto it again, all I need is just the shark. That's it. You know, that's all I need to do. No cooking. No, well, the only cooking is when you're doing that. And look, I've just been round again. And look, nothing. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. I can't even make that one now because I've used it all in there. Now, what I should do is delete that one and then just keep them going through. But we can't do that. And then, yeah, so it's a bit annoying. So then I have to keep on making the sugar. Otherwise, I can't make, any of the bits. So you do that, and then there you go. And then the next day, you can be ready for the board as well. That's main reasons why I haven't really been selling stuff. So, yeah. So, yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please make sure you remember that there's no ads unless you actually want to do ads. Like the left side of the screen is basically ads. This is the only thing that isn't really an ad. But you can watch it to get double. So, as I say, anything on the left side is for your ads. Anything on the right side, that's just for you. Like, for instance, your inventory, what you've been collecting over the years or days or whatever. This is just your mission thing, so there's a few ads in there if you want to watch some stuff. Like, for instance, if you want to get more gems, then you can watch some ads. Your perks, your cards, if you want to get more stuff without doing any much work, you get those. Your dailies, so tomorrow we'll get 70 gems and 70 wood. And then these bits haven't been finished yet, so the guys doing the best to try and finish it all as best as possible. And then you got your teleporter, which you can go to all your islands. And then you got your magnet, which can grab all the stuff that has been, gathered already. So, it's fine. Because we've got hardly any left, I'm just going to go and kill a few more bits. And then we can do it. Now, if you want to see me do an extra 30 minutes, you can also see me do that. Look at that, we've already done an extra 7 minutes. So, yeah, look, we just went round, collected all the stuff. Now, I can't make anything now anyway because I've used all the cooking bits. Now, I could go and buy a new one, but that is quite a lot of money. But, hey, the more you have, the more you can do, which is nice. And when they say, oh, you need to make the same thing over and over again. Now, that's great. That's great. But the thing is, if you was to, like, say, for instance, if we started new, fresh today, and all the ovens were free, and I wanted to make loads of dragon stew, I couldn't make just dragon stew, because I would have to make the sugar, I would have to make the mixed fruit juice, and I would have to make the tomato sauce, and I would also have to have something else to use to make this. Whereas with the caviar, I only need the wood, the caviar, and the berries and the wheat. That's it. I can easily say those in no time. Whereas with the dragon meat, sometimes you forget what you need. Like, I think there's another thing to make the dragon meat. Now, what I can do to make more cooking things, to make it more easier, is you just go like this, you cancel it, you click on it again, and look, we can make 4 because we've started making all the stuff. Like, for instance, if I go onto the oven and cancel the caviar, we can go on that, and look, we can make 13. So, you know, look. Caviar, raspberries, blueberry, wheat. Flour even. Done. Whereas we go on to this. And look, you need that. And then that. And then that. It looks like you've got less to do. But you've actually got more to do. Because once you collect the dragon meat, you're good to go. And then once you collect all the wood, you're good to go. But you need to make this. So you need your berries, and you need to cook the sugar. You need your berries, the tomatoes, and you need your sugar. So, and then you can make more. So if I wait a second, I can make more. But no. So it's really, really stupid when people say, oh, you need the adverts, oh, this is how you make things better. No. Right, the best thing I can suggest is just play the game how you want. Now, if you want more tips on how to get things faster and wherever, that's great. But just make sure that you've got everything unlocked at the moment, and you know that you've got everything. So you've got the last line of defense, you got the dragons, you got the shark island, you got ice golem, Duck Island, Truffle Island, small village, land of the beginning, ancient dungeon, cow farm, chicken farm, wheat farm, apple tree farm, sugar beet farm, raspberry and blueberry farm, Minotaur's Island, tomato farm, and Orc Island. Once you got all those, and you've got a lot of power to go through, and you've got all the blessings, that you want, then and only then you can then start giving people tips. Now, obviously, you can give them tips. That's simple. It's fine. Everybody has their own opinions and whatever. So please leave some comments to tell me how you're doing, and tell me have you played the game without watching the ads, unless you actually clicked on the ads. Because if you clicked on the ads, guess what? That is your fault. You are not as patient as other people are. So don't click on the ads unless you, want to watch an ad. So you want to get more bonus. Like, for instance, I would love to do this. Get more stuff. If you don't want any ads anyway, when you're watching that, you can pay $1.99 to get 50 if you really, really want to. You don't want to get any ads, you can pay $9.99 if you want, and you get 500. And you don't have to watch any more ads anymore. It's fine. And then, you can do all these. You don't have to watch any ads. You pay $1.99, you get five keys. So if you got tons of money, then that would be probably the best thing for you. Until then, guys, leave loads of comments, leave loads of likes, leave, subscribe if you really, really like, and then we'll try and do it again next time. And look, we've been playing for nearly 40 minutes now, and still no ads. No ads. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry about my voice. It's horrible, I know. But that's one of the reasons why I've been doing sort of silent videos at the moment, because, just to give you all a break from it. But if you want the voice, on any of the videos and stuff, because, like, one of the guys, Alex, or Dog, depending on what he wants to be called, because that's the thing I still don't get. Why did they change the names and then keep on changing the names? Because, and then not telling people that they're changing names. Yeah. I mean, they want some peace and quiet. Yeah, that's fine. But the thing is, you want peace and quiet, but you won't be able to see the people. And they say, oh, well, you didn't reply to my thing. Well, I didn't know who it was. So, because they didn't tell you who they were. Anyway, until next time, guys, thank you very much. I will see you soon. Until then, thank you very much. Go enjoy the game.